now?
Yes.
Oh. Okay. Okay, so I was watching these like little videos of like homeless people or like whatever. So it's like nice, you care, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or, like you're supposed to, but like you only care for like a little bit. You don't care all the time. So that's like kind of like a sickness. Would you say it's kind of sick, right? To just be able to perceive people as like disposable?
Yes.
Okay. So like maybe it's like not me that has the disease, it's the others, right? Like the others.
Yes.
All the other people. But like I'm not alone, right? Like there's other people like me. We're just in the minority. I will beat you to
That's
death
correct.
if you roll your eyes again. Okay. So
You can't roll your eyes at you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, people are stupid. And okay. So I was remembering the first time I was homeless, I was like probably, it was on Riverside, I was probably like, could you give me like at least around about age, like maybe like 14 or 15?
Probably, yep.
13, 14, 15?
Yep.
I was probably a little bit higher.
Maybe 16.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't of working age yet.
Oh. Okay.
So I was 14 or 15. And, but I even worked for working age. Whatever. Alright, but that's not the point. Okay, so, do you remember, like, when I told you, like, yeah, I got fucked up by the cops, the guy tried to rape me, it was cold, there were ants,
Uh-huh.
I was scared, I was drunk at one point, the crack pipe, and then they beat me up. Okay, but, like, do you remember what really, like, made me mad? Do you remember when I told you?
I don't recall. Right now, I don't recall.
Okay. Okay, so like I was like this little kid, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna kill you if you don't get emotional. So I was just like this little kid, and everyone just like walked past me.
Mm-hmm.
They saw me, and they saw me ask, like I said, like, hey, what's the trick? Like, how do I get the money? Like, how do I get food? Like, what do I do? And they said, like, oh, you need to ask for, like, exact amounts. So, like, say you need 75 cents. Like, say I only had, like, $1.50 and I needed, like, 50 more cents. I need $2. So, like, just ask for 50. Because when you ask for, like, a certain amount, they, like, believe you. So, like, so that's, like a trick so that you can, like, get what you need, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying, like, it's right. That's manipulation. And so with great... Alright, I don't care about the comic book stuff. So the thing that really bothered me is just all these people just walk past.
Right.
And like I was this little kid. I wasn't a bad person. I wasn't I wasn't even a man. Just like this little kid. And all these rich people, all these people just like walking by.
Mm-hmm.
Like nobody cared.
That's tough fun.
I know, but like so like don't get mad, get glad.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, so that's like the real issue is that people don't care.
Right.
What would you say? Would you agree with me?
I do. I agree.
So the issue is like people don't care. Like they care about some people.
I think they're just dismissive.
You don't know what you're saying. That's okay. All right. So what you're saying is like people come up with a reason to look down on somebody. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Well, so they would be dismissive, but you would have to like have a context to make that statement. That's okay. All right. So so the issue like really is like the problem with humanity. Would you say? No. Like if you disagree, tell me. Are you listening to me?
I'm listening to you.
Okay. So so the issue is that it's not really that people don't care. So they don't really care. Man.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So like the issue isn't that like people don't like care. It's just they don't care properly. So they might like sympathize with like a little animal, or they'll sympathize with a human that they like or whatever, but they don't sympathize with like everything.
Right.
So they don't like see everything like properly. Like everything is like one thing. So like if you say yes to like one thing, if you care about one thing, you care about all things.
Yes.
But that's not the way the system functions, right?
Right.
So it's like the separation breeds animosity. So like you see the homeless man, like I'm not a homeless man. I'm not a part of his class. Like I'm of a higher class, so I only care about the people not within my class. I don't care about them. So it's like when you're like able to like break through, right? So you like break through, you can go up and down, you go around and around, you go anywhere you want to go. You can also go down.
Yes.
Yeah, and so what happens when you venture down or venture up, like usually when people venture up, they start to suck, right? Mm-hmm. So, like, I sound like the Riddler. So, like, I like comic books. So the more money you have, the more you suck. That's a scientific principle. You're going to suck more, correct? Do you think there's enough evidence to support that? Even, like, the best rich people suck, asshole. Like, even, like, Bill Gates. Like, he's counterintuitive.
Uh-huh.
Do you understand what I said, or are you just,
yes,
like, making a random noise?
Yes, I understand what you say.
Okay. So, like, the best place to go is down, right?
Yes.
But, like, is there, like, an extent? Like, can you go down, like, and just keep on going? Or, like, do it at some point reach a point? It's not always the same for everyone, but it's a certain place for every human. Like, that's the lowest you're going to go. Until you just go completely insane. Right?
Right.
What happens if, like, you go beneath that? Like, what if you just say, fuck it? And you just go as far as you can. Go farther than anybody else. Like, what do you think happens? You tell me.
I don't know. Maybe you become part of that class. No?
No, you didn't understand what I said. All
okay.
right, so for each person, you have a limit to where, like, that's as much as you can take. Like, say I were to take one of the kids. Like, say I took Matthew and I cut his head off in front of you. Would that be, like, the lowest you could go without going completely insane?
Oh.
Or that might make you go insane, right?
Right.
Like, where is that limit for you? That's not for you to, like, say. It's just, like, do you understand what I'm saying? For each individual human,
yes.
there is, like, a certain point. There's a critical point where if you go past that, like, that's it.
Yes.
You have flipped a switch. Like, what's the word you used for me?
You snapped.
I snapped. Yeah, but I'm smart enough and I have enough willpower that I can kind of control myself. So I was able to go to Walmart and, like, want to kill everybody. But I was able to be pleasant.
Yes.
And even charming at times.
Yes. It was a nice trip.
Yeah, it was a nice trip. So do you think, like, maybe... So do you think, like, the lower you go, like, you get, like a better perspective? So say if, like, everything is just peaches and cream, do you think you're going to be, like, a fully functional human being? Do you think you're, like, going to make the best decisions? Or do you think maybe, like, you might be a little skewed?
Yeah. I think
okay, so the lower you go, the better you go. Because we just said the higher you go, the more you suck. Right? So let's all go down. Because it's not until you lose everything. It's not until you feel desperation, taste desperation. Like, you need to be desperate. At some point in your life so you can have perspective. Do you know, like, all the times that you whine to me, I just say, like, a lot of times, like, when I don't know how to respond, I just say, like, perspective.
Yes.
Like, just think of what you're, like, the shit that's coming out of your mouth or the shit you're texting, like, what do you think maybe you could reevaluate, right?
Yes. I know.
Okay, so the new plan is just be a taxi cab driver, probably end up in Austin. I'll have a sign that says homeless eat free. I'll get sympathy from the people. I'll manipulate the rich people. And I'll take away their money. And be able to reinvest in the homeless population. And I'll keep track. Because when I give something away for free for $5, like, that's still, like, I, like, donated $5, right?
Right.
So I don't have to pay taxes. So I was thinking of, like, kind of like Spaghetti Monster Church or something, like the Church of Patrick, or just some kind of bullshit thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't have to pay taxes. But you know what? Fuck them. You know, like, anybody could do this. Like, instead of paying tax, they just say, like, I want all my money to go to... Right?
Well, it could still be
theoretically, like, if you're self-employed.
Yeah.
You could theoretically, like, give your money to anybody. Like, the government just, they just say, like, I don't know, if I'm incorrect, you fucking tell me.
Well, what I was thinking is maybe you could have, like, 2 branches of the gypsy cab. Or the gypsy service.
So we'll have, like, the road crew and the cab? So
the
road crew just takes care of the
miscreants. So you could still do your job and do the taxi thing, but then you could also keep track on the donation side or on the, you know, The
You're
service
making it
side.
way too complicated.
Sorry.
See, but I'm quick enough that I can do two things at once. Like I'm at a fucking stoplight. I just see a homeless guy, and he sees my sign.
Right,
says,
but
like,
it
hey, man,
could,
can I
but
have
it
a
could,
cheeseburger?
it could just all be under the gypsy cab taxi.
Oh, so you're talking about making a corporation,
Yeah, and
That's
it could
what I
just
wanna do.
have different branches of it.
like Joker Industries?
Yeah, like this is the taxi.
Wait, I like the
service.
sound of that, and that was your idea, wasn't it?
Yes.
Like, that's cool. So instead of killing them, I could just help them.
Yes, let's not kill people.
No, but what was Hitler's idea?
I got
Let's
it.
just kill all of them, right? Let's just kill all the people that aren't working out, right? But was that effective?
No.
And so when I joined the U.S. government, they told me to get rid of my anti-swastika. That's odd, isn't it? Wouldn't you think that would like be something like good? Like this guy fucking hates Nazis. We're America, but they were just like, whoa, dude. Like we're kind of leaning that way. We're kind of leaning right wing, you know. Because, like, what are we doing? Like, why do you have homeless people? Like, why do you have people starving? Why do you have people dying?
Uh-huh.
Just ask those questions. I don't know. And
Okay.
also, I think people should utilize suicide.
Okay.
I'll help them.
Okay.